Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we are here with our 7th video in our advent calendar, holiday special, Christmas special, Hanukkah special, all the specials. So I hope you've been enjoying the advent calendar and the lives that go along with it sometimes. And my next live is going to be Monday the 13th of December, so make sure that you're there to chat. And we're gonna get right into today's video. I'm sure immediately when I put it up, it's gonna be put on limited because being LGBTQ and talking about LGBTQ on YouTube is a nightmare, to be honest. And you know, I don't mind so much about the monetization thing because this is like a fun thing that I do, and I'm still out of pocket every month for doing my YouTube channel. But so I'm not bothered that they take away the small amount of money from the video over, you know, me talking about lesbian things and saying that word. But the thing that does annoy me is that when a video is put on limited, it doesn't go into the search as much, and like they only show it to certain people. So it would really help me out if you would give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and to comment, because that's like a positive interaction. And while you're down there, if you're not already subscribed, please give me a little subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year and I'm so close. So thank you so much to anyone who does that. I really appreciate it. I know every single YouTube they ask, but that's kind of the toll to pay. I mean, this is all free content, right? So speaking of, I have some new merch out if you want to go and get some for yourself, your wife, your girlfriend. So go and treat yourself to something nice. We have hoodies and t-shirts, lots of merch, L-word, non-L-word, and I also have some hoodies and t-shirts that have a little cartoon Miss G on them that I got animated by one of my friends who's an animator. So now that I've put in that product placement, because as I said, this video will be demonetized immediately. So thank you so much for putting up with me, and let's get on to the sex scenes. So my usual caveat, these are mine. Please let me know yours down in the comment section, along with your reasoning if you want. And the number 5 top sex scene from season 2 is Shane and Tess in Vegas, baby. And I did like this scene. I'm not an enormous Shane fan. I don't like dislike her or anything. She's just not someone that I immediately have really gravitated towards. I'm pretty much all about Bette, Gigi and Alice. Like Bette and Alice have always been my favorites. So Shane, I do really appreciate, obviously, in this scene that this is a big deal for Shane, like being so into someone. We don't usually see that with her. And I do also love Tess and Jamie Clayton, and then also hearing about more of the intricacies behind this and some of the other sex scenes when we talked to Sandra, who's the cinematographer for the L Word. If you haven't seen that interview, I'll link it above and below so that you can go and check that out if you want to. But yeah, number 5. The only thing I thought was a little bit odd was the music was a bit of a weird choice, but it was still a great scene. So number 4 is Bette and Pippa in episode 7, Light. And I loved the lights in this scene too. It was really beautiful the way they shot the whole thing. And I also really liked at the beginning how they had them like dancing in that light. I thought it was really beautiful, and the scene was really well choreographed. And again, I'm a sucker for Jennifer Beals, so she's in this list a lot, but I loved seeing Bet this way too, and it was a great scene, really well shot. Everything about it was just really, really pretty, and it also was quite long, which a lot of my complaints about items on this list is that so many of them are short, and actually Shane and Tess and this one were pretty lengthy, so that was great. Number 3. Some people may think that this was going to be my number 1, but I'm trying to look at it as just the like pure sex scenes, and for scientific purposes, of course. And number 3 is Bette and Gigi in episode 2, Lean on Me. It's not that I'm crazy. Gigi's on this list a lot too, so I think this speaks for itself. It probably was my favorite moment of the season, just because they're both my favorite characters, and it was super hot. It was longer too, so you didn't feel like, boom, it was over. It was seen by literal millions of people, and just all around great scene, great moment, music, lighting, everything absolutely on point. So bravo, ladies, bravo. Number 2, again, I think the top 3 can kind of like, one day I could wake up and move them in a different order. And number 2 is Gigi and Dani after Fuck That Border. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you while you're screaming. This scene was a whole season coming, especially the last few episodes had really ramped up. I love Dani and Gigi. They're my favorite couple at the moment. So this was a pretty easy sell to me, and everything about it was just great. Even the music, while it wasn't like a very typical choice, I thought it was great. And in Gigi's apartment, RIP to Dani's phone. But like, hello, if you had the chance to hook up with Gigi, I would sacrifice my phone too. So great scene, absolutely loved it. So number 1, what is number 1? Because number 2 and 3 are pretty damn good. And although this scene is short, I have to give it to it, because when I first saw this scene, I was embarrassed in my own home. I was embarrassed to my cat. I was embarrassed at literally like midnight when I got these episodes weeks before anyone else, and I had to keep my trap shut and I couldn't talk about it for literally weeks, but I just kept rewatching it and it was all fine. So number 1 is none other than the Bette and Gigi kitchen counter ring tearing off sex scene. But you're not the one, but you could be the one right now. I'm having fun right now. Because it was just the probably the best sex scene from Generation Q, tied with the throuple. I thought it was great. I thought it was really realistic. Again, both my favorite characters, so it's an easy sell to me. And yeah, I just kind of lost my mind for a moment. So number 1, that is my absolute number 1 moment. Again, my only criticism is it was far too short. So maybe next season we can get a Dani and Gigi lengthy version of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed these little top 5 sex scene moments. Let me know what yours are down in the comment section. And as I said before, if you want to follow me on social media, I post a lot over there. If you want to come to my patrons watch party, check out my Patreon, which is linked down below. I do also have a second channel where I'm hoping my first project for that will be up within the next week or so. And I do also have my merch store if you want to check any of those things out. Everything is always linked in the description box. And don't forget that we have on Thursday the Sex Life of College Girls, the penultimate episode and the finale. We have Just Like That, the Sex and the City revival, and we have a new episode of Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday will be like a lot of videos like that. And make sure that you've put them in your little watch diary. So I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with another video, another L Word video to keep you going over the long weekend with all of these new shows. And as always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.